I would have kept going and put more up there. Storm, Sounders, Seahawks. But my printer ran out of ink. Episode 19, Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. You know that. If you're tuning in, if you're watching, that's too sweet. Anyway, continuing with the retired numbers. And this is the second last easiest one that I have. I would have did the easier of the two, but I already did a Florida Panthers video, the last video out. So I figured, well, let's change it up a bit. Let's do someone a little different. And as you can tell by the title, we're talking about Frank Finnigan and his number 8 that was retired by the Ottawa Senators. Now, if you know your Senators' history, then I don't need to explain to you that Frank Finnigan never played for the current Senators. He instead played for the original Ottawa Senators. And aside from the Stanley Cup banners, this was the current Senators' way of honoring the original Senators team. So, let's get to talking about it. So Frank Finnigan's career with the Ottawa Senators started in 1924-25. Let's not mince the words here. Finnigan wasn't a superstar, even by original NHL standards. I mean, his first year in, he had no points. He had 22 penalty minutes, but no points. He did, however, become an instrumental part of the team, especially during the 1927 Stanley Cup run, when he was on a line with Heck Kilray and Frank Neighbor. I never managed to get that one right. One of these days I will. But playing on that line, he did manage to help out with 3 points in 6 playoff games. So that was impressive. Later on in his career, in the 1930-31 season, he was named captain of that team. And actually, that was coming off of a career year. In 29-30, in 43 games, he managed 21 goals, 15 assists, and 36 points. He was more of a guy. I don't want to say he was the guy who got you the penalty minutes, because he did sit in the penalty box a lot. But he was still an integral part of the team, even when they managed to suspend operations for the 31-32 campaign. He was still an important part of that team. So after playing for Toronto for the suspended Senators season in 31-32, he came back for 32-33 and was even named captain of that team. For the last 2 seasons of the original Senators, he'll go down as being the guy who scored the last goal for the original Ottawa Senators, when he scored an unassisted goal 1 minute and 7 seconds into the second period on March 15th, 1934. After that, though, the original Senators were sold to a consortium in St. Louis, moved, and were renamed the St. Louis Eagles. So aside from being part of the original Ottawa Senators, Frank Finnigan was also on the campaign team to bring the Senators back to Ottawa. And this came to fruition in 1989 when the NHL planned to expand and they wanted applications. He was part of the consortium to help bring the Senators to Ottawa again. Not so much in the terms of ownership or anything like that, but more or less for public presentation. Him and his son Frank Jr. did a lot of public appearances in the Ottawa area on behalf of the campaign, and he was also a part of the presentation team to the NHL, explaining why you need a team back in Ottawa and all that fun stuff. That was in December 1990, and it worked. Ottawa got their team back in Ottawa. Unfortunately, though, Frank Finnigan wouldn't see opening night. He passed away on December 25th, 1991 in Shawville, Quebec. He was scheduled to be the guy to drop the ceremonial first puck. That instead went to his son. But they did retire his number that night on October 8th, 1992, which was the Senators' first game back in Ottawa, which makes him one of 3 players in NHL history to have his uniform or his number retired by a team for which he never actually played for. There's your interesting piece of trivia. And it was also 55 years in between retirement and that night, which made him the longest player to have to wait for his number to be retired. Another interesting piece of trivia for you. So all told, in 365 regular season games played, he scored 96 goals, 57 assists for 153 points. That's not overall career totals. Career totals involve or include Toronto and the St. Louis Eagles. In the playoffs, he played 11 games, scored 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points. Again, was part of the 1927 Stanley Cup Championship team, and also represented Ottawa in the 1934 Ace Bailey benefit game, which was the first All-Star game, if you want to call it that. So, not the most storied career, but a career for Frank Finnigan of the Ottawa Senators. So this was episode 19 of Trev's Hockey Show. I want to thank you for tuning in. Your viewership always means so much to me. Always has, always will. I do appreciate you guys when you do tune in. You know, it helps my numbers, and it encourages me to do more. So, having said all that, if you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you want to, the subscribe button's right there. I'm quite certain it's right there. Hit that thing and stay up to date with all the content I'm putting out on this channel. If you want, you can find Trev's Trade Page on Facebook at Trev's Trade Page. You can also find the parent channel on Facebook at Trev's TV. And you can find Trev TV on Instagram at Rockstar Trev TV. And of course, the goal for this channel is 50 subscribers. But if you want to help my other 2 channels get to 50 subscribers, because that's their goal as well, here's what you're looking for. Moving forward, as far as the hockey show is concerned, I have 3 jersey reaction videos lined up this week. And they're not till the end of the week. Unfortunately for me, the timing is terrible. Terrible. But you'll see them regardless. You know, hopefully same day. Hopefully. But time will tell, right? I mean, the 14th is going to be a busy day. Not so much because of 2 jersey reveals that day, but because Trev's got a birthday party to plan out here. But either way, like I said, you'll see them coming. I'm finishing off the final touches for my division predictions. I mean, I've already kind of went over them 5 times. And I know the next time I do it, it'll be the final go over, and it'll be interesting to see where I am from first copy to last copy. I can guarantee you, though, a lot has changed in between first draft to what final draft will be. But you'll see it when it comes out. Like I said, there's the hockey pool video Melissa and I'll have to do, so I have to finalize that as well. But yeah, September should be pretty good as far as content's concerned. But either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be on the lookout for more videos from the Trev. Later.